Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to go over launching a development site on CloudAccess to be live on CloudAccess. And this is a much simpler, easier thing to do because they kind of have it all built in. So, and to be clear, this is about actually launching it. This isn't about all the things you need to do to prepare a site or to double check once it's live. So I have this page open because this is a good one to use, and you know, beforehand you're going to want to do all these things. Not all of it will necessarily apply because, for instance, this almost none of it does apply with CloudAccess to CloudAccess. So, but you'll be able to figure that out as you go through. Anyway, so what we're going to do is first we got to verify our domain name. Let me check that real quick. Okay, in this case, it's just mylifesoncor.com. So I find that the best thing to do is first to actually set up the live website hosting instance. You can kind of do it all in one step, but I find that's more likely to mess things up. So we're going to do new product. This part's kind of the same as it is for moving one from an off-site location as well. So you can use the existing domain. Looks good. And again, you're going to want to do monthly here. No reason not to. Check out. And then I'm going to, again, do this off screen here, so you don't know my card number here. But obviously you'd ask me for it if you're launching a site. So then I'm going to complete the order. And it can sometimes take a little while here, as mentioned. So I'm going to pause. Okay, and that's completed. And then basically all we have to do now is replicate the test site onto the live one. So let's go to the Cloud Control Panel Home. I think we have it under free sites right now. Okay, so there it is. You just want to take that and replicate it. This little button here is replicate instance, so click that. And then you're going to go to existing site and find it in here. Here it is. Click next. And then it'll go through and queue it for replication. Usually it doesn't take too long. It can, but usually it's pretty good about it. Maybe 30, 45 seconds. It sometimes fails on its first try too. I find that if that happens, you can just try it again and it will usually work the second time. It's loading here, so I think it's done. Okay, so it's already completed, which is perfect. In this case, since it's a brand new site, we can go ahead and actually point it to this server right away without having to really test it, since there's nothing there now. Most of the time, you wouldn't want to actually launch it without testing it, so refer to the other video where I show you how to do the hosts file thing. You're going to want to check, make sure it's all set. But in this case, I mean, you're pretty much done. What I am going to do is make it live, and then I'm going to change some database stuff just to make sure nothing's pointing to the old site. But again, some of that stuff falls under just the category of that checklist that I have for launching the website. That should have all that stuff in there too. Basically what we're going to do is just use the WP Migrate plugin I found is the best. And we're going to search for the old URL and replace it with the new one. So actually I'll try and show you that here briefly. Actually in this case I won't be showing you that. Turns out I made a mistake. The site actually isn't even supposed to be on CloudAccess. He has his own hosting here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. That's a whole different thing. So I'll pretty much just end this tutorial here, but just know that you would normally do a search and replace for the old website URL and the new one. It should be easy other than that.